Fuck Imagine Dragons.
Yeah, worst band ever, right?
I'm Riley Wilkes.
I'm Jack Elliott.
And we're
Good Foot Forward.
So
We're going to put out a video every single weekday until
we get
our
revenge.
We're going to get our revenge. Just you wait. It's coming. It's coming.
Get it.
Someone else who needs to get their revenge, who doesn't need to get their revenge, who maybe deserves some revenge. Imagine Dragons.
They've been kind of under the gun lately with
Been
the
thrown
music
under
industry.
the bus by a lot of people.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily like super recently, but the last couple years, like in particular, things have been kind of rough for poor old Dan Reynolds and all of his pals.
And his quartet. They're like been labeled the worst band ever. And you go through and you see a lot of memes of, you know, the track runner passing the baton. And the
From Nickelback to Imagine Dragons.
And the baton is worst band in the world.
Yeah.
And we've been kind of doing our research, and
we just want to get some stuff off our chest.
Yeah, we think that's a lord of horse-shit. A lord of horse-shit.
Lord.
Not just any kind of horse-shit, but a lord of horse-shit.
Let him have it, right?
A lot of different big magazines and media outlets have been just talking about how they're the worst band in the world for a number of reasons. Whether it's, you know, he's not a great singer, whether it's their lyrics are, you know, unrelatable or really shallow.
Stylistic music is
just
one-dimensional.
Mm-hmm. And then you've got
something that comes up a lot.
Yeah, you've got like other artists talking about it too, like Corey Taylor, you know, talking about how they're the worst band and they suck and that's cool. You know, even like 1975 and Foster the People, all sorts of people have been bringing it up.
That cracks me up the most about the whole situation is one of the big things. I think it was Spin.com that I was reading. One of the things that they kept coming back to and harping on was how all of Imagine Dragons, all they ever do is sit somewhere between singing and screaming, and yet Corey Taylor
no shit.
is one of the other spokespeople for why they're bad. Somebody who has made a career out of screaming for Slipknot.
Out of doing just that.
I mean, he doesn't scream as much in Stone Sour, but like, I think my point stands. Like, is it such a bad thing to scream?
Yeah,
There's entire genres of music built around screaming, and he's not screaming, but like... the hate is undeserved. It's a bad argument.
As far as lyrics are concerned, I would disagree wholeheartedly that their lyrics are shallow because, I mean, if you look at Dan Reynolds' background, I would, you know, the four of them write together, but I would guess that a lot of the lyrical concepts come from Dan Reynolds, who speaks about growing up and dealing with severe depression his whole life, dealing with struggling with a very strict religious background and dealing with that amongst, you know, a plethora of other things. And, you know, his songs like Whatever It Takes, Believer, you know, they talk about, you know, dealing with that and rising above it.
Mm-hmm. Regardless of which side of the lyricism argument you come from, you know, whether it's like technical ability, like technical poetic, you know, writing, or, you know, the meaning or the message behind the lyrics, like when you actually dig into their music, your argument falls flat. Whip like a racehorse. Double entendres going on. The meaning behind it, I feel like, is kind of self-evident.
In this song, he's incredibly driven.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
You know, he's willing to get whipped like a racehorse because he knows he wants something, and that song is just like whatever it takes. Like, I'm gonna make this happen, and the rhyme scheme throughout that whole song is pretty impressive too.
Yeah. How does the verse go? Give me a little.
Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. You know, everything is negative, nepotists.
Everything is negative. Fuck all of you.
Yeah.
So negative.
Demons is another one where he really discusses like his demons.
Yeah.
You know, it's where his demons hide. It's where his demons hide. Like he's digging deep and putting himself out there.
Yeah.
You know.
And honestly, even if you don't think it's that deep, like, they're successful for a reason. People do enjoy it, right? Radioactive, it holds the record for the song that was in the charts for the most consecutive weeks. I don't remember what that number is, but
it was a big one.
It was a big deal for a long time. And that's not just because a label put a bunch of money behind it. I remind you, that was their first album.
Yeah, like back in 2012.
Why would a label put that much money behind one song? And even if they put that much money behind one song, there's no reason that it would perform that well. Look at fucking Call Me Maybe. That song had a lot of money behind it, and people remember it, but it's not like it was in the charts for a long time.
Yeah, not on the same level that like Radioactive
You can't create a hit by throwing money at it. You can put it in front of people for sure, and it definitely helps. Like, the money definitely helps, but it's not the defining feature of what makes something an actual hit. Just saying.
Several of Imagine Dragons' Spotify tunes are also at over 1 billion.
It's a big number.
So,
I've never counted to 1 billion.
Can't say
Have
I've
you
ever
ever counted to 1 billion?
Have you?
No, of course you haven't.
I'd like to see you try someday.
People say they're texturally one-dimensional, but only if you only look at their hits, right? Radioactive and Believer and Whatever It Takes. Like, sure, those songs are anthemic, like stadium rock, big, bombastic things.
Which is what's wrong with that anyway. But
there's nothing wrong with that. But if you do literally any research, any digging into it, you will find other songs that are not that.
Bleeding Out, super low key.
Yeah.
Very
absolutely.
low key. I would say definitely compared to like Radioactive.
Yeah. Absolutely. So it's people that like to complain for the sake of complaining, or complaining because they think it's cool. An interesting phenomenon that I've noticed since the torch has been passed from Nickelback over to Imagine Dragons as being the publicly agreed upon worst band ever, there have been a lot of people saying like, hey, I actually kind of like Nickelback. They've actually got some pretty good songs.
That's been such a thing lately.
Right?
Absolutely.
That's seriously been a thing. So if you don't like Imagine Dragons, if you don't like Nickelback, you don't have your own opinion. You are being told what to believe.
Don't be told what to believe.
Make your own opinions. Do your own fucking research.
Listen to their music.
Yeah.
Listen to their music.
Dig
and
a little
decide
deeper.
for your fucking self. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers. Don't be a sheeple bitch. I like Imagine Dragons.
Oh, they're pretty cool.
They're pretty great.
Playing one of their songs the other day.
Yeah, we were. And if you go to our Instagram page, we're playing it. And, he's on cello, I'm on guitar and vocals, and it's great.
Why is it so bad to like something? Why is it cooler to hate on things? And side note, this is why Billie Eilish had so many issues as she was growing.
She got new artist.
She was terrified when she was winning Grammys. Right? When she won so many Grammys, I don't even remember how many Grammys
she won. Either 5 or 6. It
so
was
many Grammys.
Crazy
you
number.
need to shut up. She hated the fact that she won that many Grammys.
You can even see
You can see it in her face. And you know why? It's because of people like you that think it's better to hate on an artist than just enjoy their music.
Why are we doing that? What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Wrong with you?
Lana Del Rey dealt with it too. A lot of people just deal with all this hate, and it's kind of lame. People are just being artists and creating, and
just let them be happy.
It makes you sound like a dick.
On a real note, though, you can like whatever you like. You can not like whatever you don't like. Doesn't really matter that much. We just wanted to get some things off our chest, and
I feel better.
I feel much better.
I feel better.
We're going to go make some of our own music now.
Yeah.
And
let us know what you think, though.
Yeah. Let us know. Let us know if you're a cool person or if you're a sheeple.
Is Imagine Dragons really the worst band? Do you think so? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Why?
Tell us why we're wrong. You better provide links, though. You better give us some facts and some information.
That'd be great.
Anyway.
We're a good foot forward.
Don't look behind you, but... the revenge, it's coming. And it's getting closer.
And it's getting
closer every day.
Every day, the revenge is coming.